What's good? Steph here from Hilltop Bicycles in Madison, New Jersey. I'm a part of the Hilltop Racing Team, and you tuned in to Saddle Talk.
Alright, so we're here with Big Steph, and we're going to do a quick bike check.
So this is my 2020 LA Sprint Tour Down Under edition. The proceeds went to wildlife in Australia. This is an event in Australia where Grand Tour guys do their race. So just quick basics. So I got the Roval CL2s. This came off of my tarmac. So literally everything from my pro tarmac is on here. So this is a pro build. A couple changes. I added a Durace crank to like a 5440. And I did a little couple detailed, I don't know if you can catch that, but this is like blue and green to match the paint. So just a couple things. Pro build, I got Garmin pedals, dual-sided, just to keep the power up during the races, keep my numbers so you can see like what power for each leg, just to keep a balance as much as possible. So, but yeah, other than that, and I have, the last thing I did was tires. So these are the newest turbo Specialized S-Works tires. These are 30 mil. I run about like 70 PSI. So these are the newest ones that just came out. I can honestly say that they're nice. Cornering wise, acceleration, real comfortable and confident on it. So. Sneakers and a false flat.
Oh, yeah?
That's how you do it.
That's how you practice?
That's how you practice. Just a slight uphill.
Yeah.
And you just got to find like a good little uphill that just give way, but you can just like do it at a slow roll and then just one foot that you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Because I'm comfortable with my left foot in the front. So I could do the right too. So, but that's usually like mine. So.
All right, well, this is your boy Sarge. I'm here with Stefan Miller, Hilltop Bicycles, Hilltop Racing Team.
What up?
And this is the first episode of Saddle Talk.
I appreciate it. I'm honored, man. I appreciate just taking the time out of your day,
absolutely,
crazy schedule, and so forth.
Thank you for giving us the time to do this with
Of course, man.
So, first and foremost, how you feeling today?
I feel heavy in the legs. I've had a heavy week. Since the beach ride, I've been riding every day.
Okay.
So tomorrow I'll actually take off.
Gotcha.
So like I had the beach ride Sunday that happened, which was the 91 miles, but I rode from the crib. So that wound up being like 97 miles.
Yeah.
And Monday I did a gravel ride for 2.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you do a few disciplines.
Yeah. And that's what it's about, like really, as far as being multifaceted and just having the bike handling up. It really just brings everything together.
Nice.
So so I've been starting to gravel for like the last year or so on the Crux. So it's like being a kid again. Honestly, like going on the dirt, like getting dirty, being safe, no cars, it's literally like a representation of being a kid again.
You know, that's the one thing that everybody that I know rides gravel mentions.
Yeah.
Is the safety factor.
Yeah.
And just being able to kind of go out there and not have to think about the car.
Yeah. And me being in the industry as well, shout outs to Hilltop, you already know. It's a growing market. Since like, at least since 2018, it's been like, it's going up.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun, less prone to flats. You know, in any given day, nobody likes to change the flat, but if you get used to it, honestly.
Yeah, fortunately, like me, I'm pretty used to it.
Yeah, dude, that was a crazy day on Sunday.
It was my own fault that day.
Yeah.
It was just lack of preparation.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody's concern and hopping in.
Yeah, no, that's what it's about. Like, that's why I orchestrated the ride to do it like that, to where I wanted to keep everybody safe and together. Like on the way down, I got a lot of feedback that on the beach ride, it was perfect going on the way down and how the pace was.
Okay. Yeah, I loved it.
It was just on the way back. Some people had to get back, like in a timely manner. So the group really stretched out. And I had to like race up to the front, like in threshold on a gravel bike. It's really hard, but I got there and I shut it down immediately. I was like, no, this is not what we're doing.
Gotcha.
Like, we're keeping this together.
True ride leader.
And that's what you have to do when it comes to a situation like that, because you got accountability on your hands. And I'm like, and I'm not trying to have that, having these hiccups, but even though there was about 14 flats and about 2 mechanicals.
Yeah, 4 of those were mine.
So I was just, the biggest thing was that you made it back. Because they said some people call Ubers and all this. When I saw you roll up a car and they cheered you, I was like, bro, it's like the national anthem just popped off.
I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
And you can feel that when I'm riding around you. Ever since I met you on one of the first rides here at Hilltop with Black Watts.
Yeah.
You just have that energy about you.
Nah, and listen, I'm humbled, man. I appreciate it. I've just really just configured and built myself up over time. Good, bad, and indifferent. Like, didn't ever think I would be a racer. I just came into this sport just wanting stronger legs. I've always was on a bike as a kid up until I got my license when I was around 16, 17. And then 5 years later, I got my first road bike back at Hilltop Cranford.
Were you into bikes as a kid?
Yeah, but just on up and down the street with friends, going to playing video games, PlayStation, Dreamcast type deal, and then going back outside and having fun again.
You got into the sport around what age?
I was 23.
23. And how old are you now, if you don't mind me asking?
34. I'll be 35 in January.
You've been putting in that work.
11 years.
Wow.
May 19th was 11 years.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, so it's been, man, I'm lost for words. It's like such a blur, man. It's crazy what you see, the amount of people and just the feedback and just how interconnected that everybody is. And so many levels of professions, just where everybody's at in their life. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
So that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me pushing the issue. Shout outs to Push the Issue back there.
Yeah, yeah.
I got Joe back there chilling.
Yeah.
You all ready? So we're good.
Thank you for joining us, Big Joe.
Yeah. So
No problem. Thank you, bro. We're gonna get you on camera as well. I feel like we got security with us right now, making sure we good.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel real secure right now. You work at Hilltop Madison.
Yeah.
What is your position there, and what is your daily scope of work consist of?
So my home base is Hilltop Madison. I rotate around the 2 other stores as well, Hilltop Summit, Hilltop Cranford. I'm always doing inventory work as far as to make sure everything is on point with quantity. Because especially with our online sales turned on, like our inventory is live. Like if you literally put in Hilltop.com, InCycle comes up, which is a huge bike shop that we're interconnected with which is out of California.
Okay.
We're connected to their network. So anything that you see within the zip code will come up that we have something. And then we get pinged for it. We have to pick it and just tag it. And then it's on its way to its destination, whether if it's store pickup or whether if it's in Washington State.
How long have you been doing that for them?
Like 4 years now.
4 years.
The online stuff just started, but before that I was always doing inventory, making sure shrinkage wasn't an issue.
Yeah.
You know, numbers are good. There's no loss or anything like that. And of course I do the sales too as well, like high-end clients, a little bit of fittings, just to make sure they're proper on the bike. Of course, I'll take them to Rick. That will give them like a more in-depth fit. Just in the tech side of things, I just do like light adjustments.
Gotcha.
That was like the biggest thing I wanted to say.
Gotcha.
So by no means I'm a tech. So I just respectfully give it to the guys that do it on a daily basis in wrenching. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And you said you got into cycling around 21 and the goal was just to get stronger on the bike, correct?
Yeah, it was just to get stronger. I never thought I would be a racer. It's just putting myself in the right people. Shout outs to Clint McDonald. 72 years old, still on the bike. I saw him yesterday at the Warnaco Park. He showed up.
Nice.
And we had like a little get together cookout. We had music out there. I was just chilling because I rode in the morning at like before 5 a.m. So I was like, nah, I'm not going to ride later the day. It was really hot, like around 5 o'clock.
So you got into it just to get stronger on the bike.
Yeah.
How did that progress into racing?
So I always got like good feedback that I have like a snap, a kick, a sprint. I just had to really channel it together and just learn pace line, learn etiquette about group rides and so forth. And just knowing just to keep steady. You know, you start doing rollers, you start doing like programs, you know, different coaches, which I've done like all these different hurdles. But overall, it's just a magnification of who you are, what you do. And man, listen, it's wild how just to get from just doing on a regular level to get to a racer standpoint, like the mentality that you have to develop.
Once you get on the crit, you're on the starting line, it's game on, game face, you got that animal instinct. You kind of switch gears. Is that what happens?
Yeah, I definitely get into a zone where, like, even in the morning, like, I like to space everything out. So, like, in the morning as a prep, like, all my stuff is laid out. Like, I have a specific playlist. Like, first it'll be real chilled Zen, and then I'll throw on some DMX.
Okay.
Just to get myself, like, really amped up, but in a controlled fashion. So that's why I do, like, both. So, it's when you get to a point when you have, like, controlled power and you're able to just sit in, like, in the highest level I've done was a Pro 1, 2, 3 field, because I'm a Cat 3.
Okay.
And I could be a 2, but I'm not gonna upgrade myself. Why is that? Because if I do Cat 2, that's like pro.
Okay.
Amateur pro, because beyond the pro field is Grand Tour level, and then they have their tiers.
Gotcha.
So being a Cat 2, that's like I'm up against juniors at that point.
Really?
Yeah, juniors that I can hang with. And it's like a happy medium for Cat 3 because you could fall back and do the 3-4 field, which I don't prefer. I'd rather do the 2-3 and the 1-2-3.
Okay.
Because everybody's bike handling is that much more on point. Especially in the 1-2-3 field or P1-2-3 field. Everybody's just like, they have a purpose for sure. Like when you're in the lower category races, it's like, you can see that everybody's just trying to go for it and trying to get a sprint.
Yeah.
It's not as calculated. So everybody's like kind of squirrely. They got a couple things to work on. So you have this sense of awareness that you see all these different things. So I'm like, yeah, I get it. So, but that develops over time though. It just depends how much you want it. And once I had the capacity to race, I just started and boom, here I am.
And how long has it been that you've been racing now?
For 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been racing for 7 years. I got a couple podiums. I got 4th place back in 2018.
Okay.
I want to say around that time when I was with Karma Racing Team, shout outs to Karma, where I got 4th place and I was by myself.
Wow.
And
that's an accomplishment.
Actually, my mistake, I got 5th. And then I got 4th 2 years ago. And I actually could have won, but I was just so gassed because I started my sprint so early. And I literally did a seated effort to get around everybody. And then it was the last turn at Harlem around Marcus Garvey Park where I was like, I didn't have it. I just needed like 2 more seconds. I would have won.
That was the Harlem crit you said?
Harlem Skyscraper, the Cat 4-5. Yeah, that's when I was a 4.
Nice.
So, and then last year, I got 3rd in the 3-4 field with the field sprint.
Really?
I beat out a junior too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, shout outs to Alex. That's a good dude. We're gonna make this left here.
Okay. What goes into preparing for racing?
Rider trainer work.
And is it year round?
No, not in the tri-state area of Jersey, New York and Connecticut, it's not. It's usually March to September,
Okay.
give or take. But for what it is, it's all season really starts for a lot of guys in October, or they'll just take off completely in October and start in November,
Gotcha.
or in December. It all depends on everybody's fitness and where they want to go, what they're trying to accomplish, whether they want to be a breakaway guy, or just to give somebody the rest, because it does take a toll on you. It is a lot.
And what do you consider your position racing? Is it breakaway?
Sprinter,
Straight sprinter, right?
sprinter, yeah. I can do breakaway. I ain't gonna lie, like it's tough sometimes because some of these guys is fast, but I've developed it over time just recently just to be able to sustain that and just work on sustained power.
Okay.
Like holding like 350 or 450 for like longer periods of time.
Wow.
So, but yeah, um, it's an art within itself. I mean, to have a little bit of everything is like the ultimate goal, I guess, for anybody.
Okay.
So I know I have a good sprint, a good kick, especially like I could do it where it's unpredictable, where I can go seated and just like take off, just like do high cadence and like just take off.
When you're coming into a race, you got a race coming up. You're a couple days before. Do you go in with a set strategy, or do you kind of wing it, or it depends on the race?
The race flows itself out because it's good to have a plan, of course, and who is at the race. Because when you're at these races consistently, you get to see, I'll go in front, yeah.
Thank you, Joe. Joe letting us know.
Yeah,
Clear behind us.
that's right. Security right there.
So
You
the
know,
race kind of flows itself out.
Yeah, and you kind of get to grasp who's who, and when you actually start to make moves, we're gonna make this right. Clear left. When you start to make moves, you get to see like, all right, who's who, and so forth, and you know what I mean, as far as
What wheels you want to try to be on.
exactly.
Gotcha.
So that's like one thing that I like the most. Is when you're consistent, you know the roster. You're gonna make this left.
Okay. Outside of training,
Yeah,
what do you got to do? Like, how do you get into it?
you show up.
So, how do you find out about the races? I guess is a better question.
Oh, sorry.
No, you good? You good?
I would say as far as it's on bikereg.com, and you'll see like the races based off of zip code,
Okay.
and it'll show like all the different disciplines, whether if you want to do mountain, road for what we're doing. So it'd be on their road race section, and then that's when all the crits and all the road races pop up. So, you got some guys that like track as well, which I did in 2019, and that's another discipline that I also did that I was going to capitalize on in 2020, but then that's when the pandemic hit, and that's like the fixed gear.
Okay.
And that's when it's like no brakes. You're just on the velodrome. I did it in Trexeltown at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center.
Yeah.
And that's like a UCI sanctioned, they do race like UCI pro races there on Fridays.
Wow.
So that's like a pretty serious setup. Gonna make this left, clear right.
Here.
So that's
So you go. What was it? Race Reg?
bike reg.
Bike Reg.
Bike reg.
We're gonna put the link in
Okay.
the description below.
Yeah, if you're feeling froggy, jump out there. There's plenty of it.
And you want to watch stuff take off on you. That was one thing I noticed because meeting you, like you say, you're very chill, you're very zen.
You have to
when
be.
I see the pictures of you in the race, you're intense, man.
Yeah, now
You're
it
intense.
has to be a sense of zen there because, man, listen, if you don't, you'll be done up. Because you'll notice your heart rate just like elevates so high. So you have to have this sense of peace
Yes.
while the chaos is going on.
Okay.
That's like literally my perspective. I've heard it like paraphrased from other people in their racing and how they do, but that's just the way I see it. It's just like it's controlled power.
Racing for Hilltop.
Yeah.
Is there specific races that they tell you they want you to do? do they enter you in the races, or do you have to decide what races you want to do?
Usually a good rule of thumb, just being on a race team, is like go with the crowd. Go with where people are at. Better numbers is always good. Of course, then it comes specific to where, who's doing what, Zoom calls, we talk about it, who's gonna do what, we try to execute the plan, which we have done many of times, especially like 2 years ago, we got like, as a team, we got like, what was it, 60 podiums?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, which was unheard of. We came out swinging.
Oh.
But then once everybody catted up, it was just like, all right, now it's time to get humbled.
Yeah.
And that's the art about this sport. You can think you're nice with it, but nah. It's a humbling sport, and it's rewarding when you do get humbled. Even on that level, it's like, dude, you got some wolves out here in the forest. Even like people that praise me, I'm like, nah, y'all don't know. I know some wolves.
Is there like a race team principal that kind of organizes everything?
Keegan is the head.
Okay.
Shout outs to Keegan Ortiz. Man, that guy, he's a Cat 2 racer. Just to kind of speak on his behalf,
Yeah.
that brother there, wow, he pushes.
As a matter of fact, when I got my first flat, I think he was the one that pulled me back to the group.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I do remember that, yep. That guy right there, he's a workhorse.
Yeah, shout out to Keegan, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because, dude, he has like the craziest schedule sometimes, lack of sleep, but that man will still put the grit work in. That I've seen, and I'm like, yeah.
He's a machine.
No, he's a machine for sure. Like, and when he's like cut down with weight and his power is there, because he used to be over like it's just like a serious amount of weight, like 350.
Really?
Yeah, and he trimmed down. No, everybody has a story. That's one thing with this cycling. Wherever you go, even as a racer, non-racer, everybody got a story.
You've been racing Chris for 7 years now.
Yeah,
And you're pretty successful at it. You got a great team.
yeah.
How do you find a balance with working at the shop, finding time just to relax, racing and training for racing? I hope that wasn't too many parts of the question.
No, it's fine. I mean, dude, you when your body tells on you, your body will tell on you. I'm not saying that I overtrained. I have before, and my muscles was ready to crack.
Yeah.
But you have to just listen to your body and just like psych. I tell anybody, you have to psych yourself out to be better. I'm gonna make this left.
Okay.
To be better, to recover, and just have everything together. Clear?
You're right.
Sometimes it gets tedious to try to make ends meet. Everything seems so rushed, but you have to take a couple steps back sometimes and just, skip a couple weeks of racing. Like reset.
Yeah.
Just get yourself back in order so you can have your equilibrium aligned again.
I'm sure that'll be refreshing for people that are watching to hear that it's okay to take some time off.
Oh, what? It's the most rewarding thing because a doctor even said it. All cyclists overtrain.
Really?
All cyclists overtrain.
I'm not surprised.
It's because it's so addicting. It's such a lifestyle of where, man, you get so caught up in the storm, man. And in a good way. Like, you got some good brothers and sisters out here from all different backgrounds that just, they're out here, man. They putting that work in.
Yeah.
They want to become better version of themselves, And that's the thing that I appreciate the most out of anybody, that they push. It's good to push, of course, to get fitness, to lose weight, get acclimated, do some climbing, hill repeats, all the different things. It goes into so many different variables and avenues. So it's just like when you express those things and you rest and let your muscles reset and recover, oh no, that's when the benefits start kicking in. It's just like, oh wow, I didn't know I was capable. You shock yourself. And when the best measurement tool is when the people start to see like, you got it. When the people start to see like, yo, Steph, you looking slim, man. Looking real trim. It's like, I'm just stuck in my head down, putting the work in, man.
It's rewarding too.
Yeah, it is. It's really rewarding. So with that being said, I always say, let the people be your measurement.
Hey, you're a deep guy.
I've heard that a couple times. I try to, I love to laugh. I love to have a smile at the end of the day.
Dude, prayer at the beginning of the ride and the words
Yeah.
that you shared, I was like super impressed.
Yeah.
Not that I think it was something that you wouldn't come from you, but
Yeah.
it's the first time I've heard a ride start like that. And
Shout outs.
I was like, we should have more rides start that way.
Yeah, and you know, my family is Christian background, Baptist. I'm just humbled and blessed that I have that as an outlet of just being spiritually inclined, being able to pray and just having the faith in God and just being able to utilize it and advance it in my life and to help others and let it to be contagious. A little bit further up.
Yeah, no worries.
It's like kind of like a little slight downhill.
Okay.
So
You're being kind to me is what's happening. He's
But-
like, let's get you over this hump, big boy, and then we'll do it.
But yeah, it's just prayer is great, man. Just respectfully to everybody that has their spiritual side of them
Yeah,
and to be better with themselves, it's a necessity
gotcha.
to your vessel.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
yeah,
I agree.
it's a necessity to your vessel.
I've gotten back in touch with God myself over the
Nice.
years.
Amen to that.
So before we do our sprint,
Yeah.
are there any pointers that you would give to people on just positioning on the bike or just anything in general you would say this is good to keep in mind when trying to sprint?
Locking your core, working on the position, doing it in a slow motion. So doing it in the biggest gear in the park so you could get used to the motion of sprinting in the drops and so forth.
Okay.
That's just like a couple things just to name off top of the head,
Gotcha.
but yeah.
So I should drop to the biggest gear I can right now.
No, just like a gear
That I'm feeling the tension
that
on.
you're feeling the tension on, but also where you can develop a good cadence. Because some people have a slower cadence and some have a higher cadence.
Yeah.
So
All right, you ready to go?
yeah.
And that's the difference between weekend warrior and somebody chasing podiums. Woo! My lungs are about to explode. Woo! My lungs were ready to explode.
That's how it is.
Oh man.
And when you do intervals, it helps to build your recovery.
Okay.
So it's like efforts like that, and it could be like out of the saddle in the drops, or it could be in the saddle on the hoods, 90-degree bend is being as aero as possible. You develop that over time though, to become aero.
Okay.
Because everybody's kinesiology in their body is different when you get a fit. But to be low, that takes time.
Gotcha.
That takes time to become aero. Pretty much, long story short.
Gotcha. So, one of my last few questions is, where do you look for motivation?
Motivational videos, just kind words, looking at previous milestones that I've met, how far I've come. Yesterday is dead. You can't go back to it, so just might as well look forward and just to keep reconstructing the construction site. Because life is like a construction site. There's always work to be done.
God, you got some great ones, man.
That's
I
all.
might just start calling you on random days like,
I
let
got
me
you.
get one.
I got you. Yeah. Nah, that's all for sure, man. And the thing is that I've been blessed with having some great people in my life, like as mentorship, my uncles, my cousin, my father, my mother, my brothers, just people outside of my bloodline
Okay.
that I've seen the jewels and my energy of like what I have within me, just showing up, keeping my word. That's one thing with me. If I know I'm gonna do something and I'm gonna come through, I got you.
Yeah.
So that's one thing with me. I'm not gonna play with that
Yeah.
because I don't want to play with nobody's timing.
What was that, Joe? Yeah. Yes, sir. I'm lefty too. You lefty?
I'm not an actual lefty. I sit on the left of Joe on the podcast.
Gotcha.
So shout out to our podcast, me and Joe's podcast,
Yeah,
Push the Issue,
yeah.
of where we emphasize life on the bike, off the bike, the have and have-nots, what's going on in the industry, everything in Joe's life of what inspired him to be where he's at now and to go further beyond.
Yeah, we're in the midst of the season.
Uh-huh.
You're out there killing it.
Uh-huh.
What's next up for you?
It's really, I've been a team player this year. I tried to be selfless this year instead of selfish,
Okay.
because this sport, especially racing, you can become selfish.
Gotcha.
So I try to like really work on that strength of that muscle to be selfless. So I've been helping my team out to get them in position to bridge up to gaps so they could get the points jersey, sprint,
Yeah.
and so forth, which I've been doing. So I've been doing grunt work. And those are things I'm usually not good at.
Okay.
So
you're forcing yourself out of your comfort zone.
That's right.
To speak. For those people that are tuned in, where can they find you?
eccentric,
Your socials,
yeah.
things like that. Where do you prefer to interact, on IG?
Yeah, IG is cool. I have a
Yeah.
Facebook as well, but I'm more interactive on IG.
So I'm gonna put the IG right here on the screen.
It's eccentric.sm91
Okay.
_ 91, something like that. But that's my IG.
You were mentioned in the podcast
Yeah.
with Joe.
Yep.
It would behoove me not to get into that just a bit.
Yeah.
What got you guys to start that?
It was Joe's initial instinct of just like, yo, we gotta do a podcast. We gotta start shooting and do a podcast.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this right.
Okay.
You gotta start shooting. I'm like, all right, bet. When do you want to start? And then weeks went by and we started, making time for ourselves.
I got one more question for you.
What's up?
If there's one piece of gear that you swear by, what would that be? That you have to have on every ride? Whether it be tech or kit or fit or what?
S-Work shoes.
S-Work shoes? Why is that?
The comfort, like I have the S-Works Torch on now, and just comfort and performance.
Okay.
That and the S-Works 7, which is a classic shoe now.
Okay.
And man, that shoe is like awesome.